Aries, welcome to your forecast for January 2024. We have decks lined up. These are decks that I have created. We will dive into these decks as well as the ideal tarot. In case you want to make a purchase, the link is given in the description box. Aries, do keep in mind that these are also going to be all random messages. They may not be in any particular order. So please take whatever goes with your situation. This is Divine Messages Oracle, which I'll use to wrap up the reading. The energy that you're carrying in from December into January 2024 is the Five of Swords. Possibly, in these final days, you needed to adjust, you needed to negotiate. Maybe clients expected you to fall in line. Tact was the need of the hour. But because this is a 5 energy, I think your words may have cut like a knife, or they could have been situations where your words were misinterpreted. Essentially, Aries, you needed to hold your tongue. You also needed to be flexible. Nonetheless, I think surprises were in store for you. Maybe you also had some new idea and you wanted to give it considerable thought, but then there were delays. I think you needed to take your chance. On the personal front also, I feel that you needed to take care of the health of your family members. Maybe you were concerned on account of the same. This is the energy that you're carrying into the new year. Obstacles to overcome this month, or the challenges. I do have the 10 of Pentacles. This is talking about a need for you to look into finances. I think with that 5 of Swords, you were negotiating, and here the 10 of Pentacles talks about material things. You also need to hold on to things of value. But this is in the challenge position, so you could find it a bit difficult to do so. You also need to look into deals which are going to be struck. Maybe people talk, but then those deals may not come about. Because this is in the challenge position, I think you need to be guarded. You also need to be extra careful. I think within the family also, you need to compromise, you need to adjust. Maybe others may accuse you of not being open or receptive to their viewpoints. Influences for this month, I do have the Star card from the Major Arcana, which is talking about the need to understand that destiny has its part to play in your life in this month. Maybe your expectations may not be met. Maybe you need to tone down your expectations, settle for something less. Someone could also deliberately hinder your plans, and you have to find a way to maneuver these roadblocks and setbacks. Oftentimes, this month, Aries, you could also be dealing with spur of the moment decisions. Your energy is such that you want to get ahead. You are definitely ruled by Mars, so that is the energy. Interestingly, from the Divine Messages Oracle, I do have this card, Sudden Developments, which is talking about the same. You have to be on your feet. You also need to pay attention to messages which you are receiving from your higher self through dreams or through your intuition. Listen to your inner voice. There's lightning in this card, so definitely things will happen very quickly. You need to pay attention to your intuition. The first 10 days of January, I do have the 5 of Cups. This person or this lady, she is hiding her face from us. She doesn't want to show her face. Maybe there's going to be some kind of emotional setback. That is why she's also wearing the color black. Black is definitely indicative of melancholy, depression. If you see this girl's body language, you can understand the same. Again, like this 5 of Swords, this 5 is also asking you to be flexible. Maybe you also need to take a back seat rather than be free with your words or your opinion. You should also clarify before you say something. All in all, I think you need to keep a very positive and upbeat approach at this time. Maybe there are also going to be calls for an interview, but then it may not excite you. Maybe this is an outstation offer. I think things are not going to go as per your plan, because we do have the 10 of Pentacles in the obstacle position. Maybe you're also not being able to concentrate. So you need to focus that much harder. Maybe you also need to prioritize, because like the Five of Swords, you need to be very flexible. Review assignments so that there are no errors there. Still, I also believe that Aries, maybe you are also going to be dealing with a former client here. In case you're in the leadership position, I think you're not going to be someone who is going to tolerate tardiness from your workers. You're going to be giving them a piece of your mind. I think there could also be surprises in store for you at this time as well. Maybe you're going to receive gifts, or you're going to have food treats lined up. Other than that, I also believe that Aries, you need to safeguard your health, you need to safeguard your energy levels at this time. In the next 10 days, that is 11th to 20th January, I do have the Nine of Wands. Again, this person, he is on his haunches, he is deliberating on his course of action. Maybe he is looking in pensive mode, he is looking at the leaves or at this plant, expecting it to bear fruit immediately, but then you're doing the groundwork for the future. You also need to be very patient. It could be very frustrating because, even after putting in the hard work or the effort, there's a lot to be done. Stay upbeat, Aries, at this time. Stay motivated rather than given to the challenges. I think the rewards may not be anytime soon, yet you can expect to get rewards eventually or in the course of 2024. Other than that, I think Aries, at this time also you need to cooperate with others, you need to be cooperative and you need to be collaborative. Maybe others feel that you're not listening to their point of view. Strange people could also enter your life. Again, this is also the period when you will be socializing. I think because of the hard work, you may be someone who is going to work through the night, or you're going to be sleep deprived. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 31st January, I do have the Queen of Cups. This is talking about your intuition. It's talking about the need for you to be creative. At this time, I think you're somebody who's going to be very witty. But again, you also need to be someone who needs to listen to the viewpoint of others. Throughout this reading, I have outlined the same. So keep that in mind, Aries. Maybe there's a colleague or co-worker or a female figure who is trying to undermine your position at work. You're going to be proved right, but then at this time it could be a tall ask. Maybe others expect you to listen to this female figure, but then you do believe that this lady is trying to pull the rug from under your feet. That is why you feel as though you're being threatened. This is the time when you also need to run errands for your family members. I think you could also be a bit rattled on account of problems that your family is facing. I think ego has no place in relationships, so you should set aside ego issues. You should also look at the bigger picture. You should work to have harmony within the work environment. Lenormand stock has come out, so many of you may be also hearing news from overseas or from far off lands or from a distant place. Maybe someone is also bringing in gifts from there. I think some of you could also be focusing on home improvements because the stork is a bird which always adds to its nest. Maybe there are work offers from far off places as well. With respect to your love life, I have this card, clueless, confused and perplexed. From the love oracle deck, you see this person, he seems to be very defensive. He has his back towards us, he's not facing us. Like that Five of Cups here, I think you're somebody who doesn't want to show your face to the world. You may be having issues with your person, or maybe you believe that you can't fight destiny with that star card. I think you do want answers, or you do want your person to clarify things. Maybe your focus is the family, or you want a settled relationship, but then this person could be busy on account of work. Some of you could also be dealing with a person who believes that this relationship may not work. Maybe he is hiding his feelings, or he's wearing a mask in this relationship. He doesn't want to acknowledge that he has a corner for you. Maybe it's easier, not to get involved in a relationship because he has family commitments or he has other issues. Those of you who are single, I think there's a possibility that you could be dealing with a person on account of work who may want to carry on with this relationship, but then again you may feel that this relationship may not work. That is why you want to move away rather than form a connection. Interestingly, soulmate has come up. So this person definitely is someone whom you regard as a soulmate, someone with whom you share similar ideas, similar feelings. This person does stir sensations within you. This is definitely a past life connection. Like I said with that star card, there's no denying that you have known each other in a past life. I can't handle your words right now is another card or another message. So definitely I think in case you're already in a connection, it's also possible that there may be some words which are exchanged or there's going to be miscommunication here. So that is why this person is unable to handle your reactions. That is why this person feels a sense of loss. In case you're in an unhappy connection, I think Aries, you may want to walk away from the drama. You don't want to be in a relationship which is oppressive or where you feel that your words are not given any weightage. Maybe you want to be in the arms of your beloved. You could also talk about your sob story with anyone who is willing to listen to you. I also have this card, yellow, confidence, success, happiness, and optimism. I think over and all, the universe is also asking you to be creative with that Queen of Cups, with the color yellow, which talks about being optimistic, about being creative. So you need to be optimistic about your life. You shouldn't wallow in self-pity. You shouldn't be frustrated or exasperated on account of the situation that you find yourself, because every cloud has a silver lining. I hope Aries, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.